Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of my F1 24 My Team career mode as we arrive at Saudi Arabia for round 2. Now if you guys haven't seen the previous episode, go watch it. Bahrain round 1, the season opener where everything was revealed. Link in the top right as always, go watch it. Also big shout out to Race King and also Johnny, who together are creating the mod package to basically bring this whole team to life. You can see we have the new teamwear, full display, looking absolutely epic. Also, we've got a new team garage, monitors, pit equipment. It's all there. You're going to see it throughout the episode, and there's more updates to come in future episodes. Now, we're going to start off today's video by doing activities. We're going to do a driver promotion filming to improve our acclaim by 150 points. We also have our first upgrades since Bahrain, this time the front wing adjuster bracket. Also our first upgrade in general, which is really exciting, and we're going to add another on the rear downfalls for Australia. So pushing on with the aero, making some decent progress and trying to improve the car as we delve into our first personnel department event, our first department event period in this career mode save, and we had to choose between pace and awareness for Jamie Chadwick, our teammate, and she was a bit off the pace in round 1, so because of that we are going to pick the pace.
The department wants me to pass on their thanks for helping out.
Now with that out of the way, we can now jump into Jeddah for the race weekend. Now as you'd expect, the forecast is dry. You would not see rain in the desert, and confirmation of that single upgrade for us this weekend on front downfalls. Now that does mean in the performance chart we are exactly where we started. Now I can't quite see us, so we zoom in and I still can't see us, so we must be buried right underneath that V-carb navy blue line. Either way, we're pretty much slap bang in the middle in between Formula A, Formula B, and neck with V-carb. Anyway, we jump into practice at Jeddah, seeing our car under the night lights for the second race in a row, and we was having a bit of a hard time. The car was really just, snapping on me, being aggressive, and the setup felt pretty good. We was actually pretty quick, just that the setup seemed to be a little bit unstable in certain points. Either way, pace was good, and that's what matters.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Now again, it's on the car, it's sponsored everywhere, also on my channel. If you guys want to get setups, Sim Racing Center, linked down below. You've got a discount code and you can get any access to setups that might help you on the F1 24 game or other games such as iRacing, also to Corsa Competizione. Anyway, you can see we had decent practice runs. Tyre wear though was a bit higher than usual, but I might put that down to those mistakes, which definitely skewed things a little bit. Now, encouragingly, Jamie Chadwick only 7/10 off us in that session, so it shows maybe some possible progress, which is really exciting, but she's not bringing in a ton of R&D points, which is a bit of a hindrance and a bit of an issue. Anyway, we picked up a whole bunch of discounts for further upgrades, and we also leveled up pretty nicely on our claim as we go to level 3 as a driver and as a team, very close now to level 10 acclaim.
Welcome to Jeddah Corniche, one of the fastest circuits on the calendar, but let's see who will be the fastest of them all. It's time to set the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Yes, it's time for qualifying.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
You can see the new monitor on the garage. Also, if you go back 10 seconds, you can see the garage, all the pit crew wearing the new merch, everything looking crisp and looking very, very nice. It's definitely the most complete looking My Team I've ever created in terms of the details. Every single detail is there, and I will release this entire package at the end of the season, maybe even before, but it's not quite complete yet. But you guys are going to love it because it looks the real deal. It looks the part. Everything is there from top to bottom on all the details. Anyway, we had a bit of a messy final corner on our first lap, and we crossed the line with a 1:27.9. Currently P6, as we now are going to go for another lap. I literally, as always, went for an out lap, a time lap, a cool down lap, and now a second push. And we're going to try and go faster because we want to sort out some of those mistakes from the first lap. Now we instantly find a little bit of time through the first chicane. Turn 1 wasn't great, but turn 2 was excellent. Now into the S's, we tried to push the pace through here, and we're now almost a tenth up as we just keep it super tight on these curbs through the S's, looking to try and find some lap time. We do miss the apex a little bit on that last one, so we bleed a little bit on the way out. Now into the hairpin, we've got Hulkenberg here causing a bit of a distraction as he's hesitating in regards to moving out of the way, but we do pass him and we can now move on as we head into the next chicane. Right, left, avoid the barrier, keep it tidy, use a little bit of battery here down the back straight as we then open DRS, and now take a breather as we prepare for the hotel chicane. Down to 6th gear, send it in, slight correction on the way in, and we do mess up our line, so we lose about half a tenth, just a bit more than that, so not exactly ideal. We do pull a bit of time back with some battery as now we head to the final corner break, just before the black box on the top of the fence, as we head to 4th gear, pick up the power, and we recover all that lost time from our mistake on the previous run to cross the line and do a 1:27.5 and jump into the top 3, which is really good. Bahrain was a tough one for us. You know, the AI were very strong, but a late safety car gave us a podium. However, this is a track where the AI are not particularly quick, so we have a chance here, as I mentioned in the last episode, to hopefully go back to back on podiums. Now, Jamie isn't as quick, which is a real shame. Hopefully she picks it up on this last run, because we are going to go all out and potentially fight for pole, but I mean, I'll take a front row. I mean, I'll take a P4. Anyway, a full lap of Jeddah. Let's get to it. You know what? That's a blinding result. P2, we will absolutely take that. Absolutely. Really, really strong result. Great pace. Verstappen just had a little bit more. There was a little bit of time in it. You know, in sector 1, turn 3, I didn't quite get turn 3, turn 4 spot on, but I don't know if I had enough for pole outright, but it would have been really, really close. Either way, a really nice lap. And we deliver. We got a top 10 in Bahrain. This time we get a top 2. Jamie finishes within 2 seconds, but P21, albeit not a million miles away off the competition, but definitely not ideal. Work to be done, and hopefully she can improve as the year goes on. Either way, we do gain a little bit on a claim and move forward. And level 10 will give us another extra sponsor.
It's one of the fastest races in the entire calendar. It's Jeddah, it's the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and it's next. So let's take a look at a topographical map of the Jeddah Street circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Martinez completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid we have: Norris, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Tsunoda, Gasly, Stroll, Ricciardo, Bottas, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Albon, Sargent, and Jamie Chadwick. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. Okay, the start, so important. Tell us about how you ace a launch off the line.
The drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
Now then, here we go. Time for the main event. I'm going to keep this very short and sweet. We are on the front row alongside one Max Verstappen. Usually, our race pace is better than our qualifying pace. So, I don't see no reason why we could not potentially fight for the win today. However, I would take a podium right now and shake your hand. Also, I mentioned it before, but we get to appreciate the new team wear. The boys looking great in blue. Absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Race King for those. Anyway, strategy for this one is going to be a bit of a different selection to Bahrain. We're going to go for mediums and then hards. We're going to go for a one-stopper. Now, usually I like to start on hards, but because we're starting further ahead, I want to cash in. So we're going to go mediums to start and hopefully have a good first stint. Fuel was fine in Bahrain. We didn't really have any trouble on that front. So we're going to go for 0.5 extra, and that should hopefully be fine. So yeah, no major dramas there. Either way, it's going to be a fun race. Exciting. I can't wait. Let's get to work and let's see how we get on. Trying to get some tyre temperature. You may also notice, I mentioned in the beginning of the video how we've had, so many mods to make this look realistic. We've also got updated realistic 2024 track sponsor boards all around every single circuit, courtesy of Slendis or Emil, so shout out to him as well. I'll leave everything linked down below, but we're going the full 9 yards here with realism in this My Team career mode. Anyway, let's get to it. Time for a race start. Let's see how we get on. We're going to point the car to the right and hopefully get a decent launch. Here we go. Norris on softs, the outlier. Everybody else, mediums. Lights out. And away we go. It's not a bad start. Norris, though, goes around the outside. I'm not going to fight that. Normally I would, but the tyre difference, it's a bit of a pointless exercise. So we'll just hang back for now. I'm sure Norris will keep himself busy with Max. The only thing is I don't want to lose contact with the front two if I can avoid it. I can feel my car lacks a little bit of pace maybe in that first sector already in terms of downfalls, but let's see. Long race. We're in way hot there. Need to readjust and reaccount for heavy fuel tank as we get into this one compared to soft tyres on an empty tank in qualifying. Right, let's see. I want to find out if we have any straight line speed, so that's going to be a test as well. Seems like are pretty evenly matched. Oh, that's wide. Yeah, I'm just struggling a little bit right now, driving scruffy with the heavy fuel tank. I don't really have any battery to deploy, so Leclerc may well have a look here. He's just sitting behind, but he's not going to commit to any move. Ideally, I'd need Norris to put a move on Verstappen to cause a little bit of chaos, so we can try and close back up.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Leclerc through. We've now got Piastri on softs behind as well. So at the minute, getting humbled here. We don't quite have pace. Just got to try and get through these first few laps. Hopefully it will come to us. I tend to be better than the AR when tyre wear becomes a factor, but again, we're still kind of learning what this My Team car can do, so this is all a bit of an unknown right now for me. So let's just take it one lap, one corner at a time. Piastri lining up a pass, but we'll try and keep him back, but I don't quite have the grip to do that, so I'll let Oscar go. Again, soft tyres. Now though, we won't let anybody else go through. We need to try and hang on here to the podium. So let's settle in. Norris side by side with Verstappen, and Piastri side by side with Leclerc, and now goes through. So McLaren's making moves. 1-3 for them. Meanwhile, we're getting pressured here by Checo, but we're gonna just outbrake him and run him out of town. Right, come on then. Hopefully Piastri can pull us along here. More swapping, this time Verstappen going through Norris and Leclerc on Piastri.
Okay, clear.
Got a yellow behind. Piastri out of battery here. So we set a personal best. Looks like a Williams or an Alpine, one of the two. I don't think it's a DNF, I think it's actually a spin or a puncture. Let's see, they're still there. That could trigger a safety car. They're still there. Will we get a safety car? Oh, we bottom out on that curb. Not ideal. No grip. Had to take one for the team there. Yellow's gone, but we've lost the place to Perez. And now Hamilton looking as we get another yellow. Is that in front or behind? I think it's behind.
Okay, some information on Piastri. They're retiring from the race.
Literally right behind us. Good thing we didn't get overtaken there by Piastri. That could have been pretty catastrophic. Anyway, it's been a scruffy start. I've got to try and get back in this. We're all been stretched out. We brushed the wall there as well. This hasn't been a good start. Come on, let's get back in. Let's lock back in here. Perez and Leclerc going at it. We're not really catching the front two though, which is a bit of an issue. I'm going to trust that we can, you know, still catch. Perez goes through, Leclerc looking pretty quick on the straight. But this isn't ideal for time efficiency. Bit of a moment there. Car got loose. A bit like the practice. Car just not settled so far. Verstappen's starting to pull away now and get a gap. Norris is soft dying. Meanwhile, these two battling away. Not exactly efficient. Perez isn't fast on the straight either. I'm now tempted to try and pass, but I don't know if I have the pace to catch the front two. Although Norris is struggling now. Looks like another reliability issue. Sonoda out for RB. So we're already down 2 cars. Plus, of course, the incident for whatever car is in last place. Right, I'm going to try and do something about this. Norris is there. Being dropped by Max slowly, but surely. Although, to be fair, now he is definitely out of the DRS range. Can we try and get both of these guys? Up the inside. It's a beautiful double pass. Had to wait there to clear one to pass the other. I was hoping Leclerc got defensive, but he didn't. Needed the Perez really. But nice move. Now though, let's try and push after Norris. We'll use the little bit of battery we have, which is not as much as I would have liked, to try and chase as we hit the barrier. Can't be doing that. Just lose too much time. I don't think we've got the car for these sort of things yet. We're doing alright, but we're not that fast. Well, I've got no battery, so we'll let Perez go here.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Hopefully, he should be able to catch Norris on this lap if we work together, and I can get a charge. Perez making no progress whatsoever in terms of making inroads. Leclerc almost runs into the back of me here. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. Perez moving at the last moment in the braking zone. But we go through, and now we'll use everything. Although I don't get DRS. I forget the zone got moved for 2024, and it's now out of the last corner. Forget it's not on the entry, so that's my bad, but we should be close enough here to get DRS on Norris. There we go, we've got it. And we've got a little bit of battery as well. This is our chance to maybe try and break or shake off some of these cars behind. Also, I'm expecting Norris to pit soon off those soft tyres. Could even be this lap. Verstappen's gone, this is his race, so we're battling for P2 today, which would be incredible if we can pull that off. It's Norris versus Perez versus Leclerc versus Hamilton versus myself. Alright, let's see what Norris does. He's boxing. Perfect timing then.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
Perez having a look. Around the outside, we'll just take the inside line. And now let's see if we can try and open a gap. Scheduled pit stop lap, but I might extend one more. Perez has to stay out. Verstappen will box on this one. Got a bit of battery to burn. Tyres are starting to go. Here comes Checo. Burning. We'll take a charge behind him. And hopefully we'll pass him before the pit entry with a high charge of battery. Right then, we'll close in. Here, we're going to box this lap. But hopefully pass Checo on the way in. Now we'll use DRS and the battery. They'll work together. Checo burning, trying to hang on. Just going to release the brake, go around the outside. My rears are starting to pack in, so we're going to box and get off these tyres. Also wanting to extend the stint and go an extra lap just because of that tyre wear. I wasn't really comfortable on the rears, overheating a little bit as well. Right, got some battery saved. Let's see where Norris is when we rejoin. Crucial stop. In we go. 2.4, excellent work from the Slenderman.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
And
Okay, Jamie's in the pits. Jamie is in the pits now.
we rejoin in second place. No net time loss. That's absolutely huge. Great job from the pit crew. Cold tyres though are cold. So Norris on mediums didn't really make any progress whilst I've got stuck in traffic. Either way, we're going to literally continue where we left off. But yeah, shout out to the Slenderman crew. I don't know how many more races we'll have them in white, but for now, I appreciate their work. Here goes Perez. Straight through. We'll just sit behind. Got to be tactical now. Norris battling with Leclerc, so it's me versus Checo for P2. So that is decent. Got some DRS here, so we're going to try and get back through. We're going to just brake late, beat him to the apex, and this is going to help us catch Verstappen a little bit as well by getting these DRS slingshots. We've actually dropped Checo out of DRS range with a huge first half of the lap. That wasn't particularly great though, but we've managed to also keep him out of range still. Hello, we'll use all the battery and we do get the fastest lap, so we might nab an extra point. You never know. Right then, let's try and hold on to the second place. Let's try and keep Perez out of DRS range. Norris takes away our fastest lap on those mediums. We've still got a bit of life in those. And he gets past Perez as well, okay. Norris on the charge. Oops. Second warning. Now we need to be careful. That was very marginal, but it is what it is. Purple sector 3, we're catching Verstappen here. I'm finding a good pace and I'm finding good battery deployment strat that's helping us. If we get a penalty, we're clear. We've cleared the 3 cars behind, so our focus is entirely on winning this race. We can still do this. We've got 1 lap fresher tyres also. That was so bloody close to the inside barrier that I thought I was going to hit it. Oh, big snap. And again, I don't want the tyres giving up now. We just got to 1.3 onto this straight, which is the strongest part of the track for me. We can do this right now. If we have a good ending of the lap, I might use everything here because we're quite good at the last corner. We tend to close in detection point right out of the exit. If I can get close here, we might have a shot. Taking the tight line. Oh, the car snapped. Did we get it? Not quite. Nearly there. Just gotta keep it tidy through the hotel chicane, and we will be there. Nice. That was lovely. Right. There it is, we've got it. We can win this race, I can't believe it. Oh my god. Right, let's manage, let's charge. Oh my god. Rear tyres are definitely starting to go, even though we've got 1 lap fresher. We'll close in through these DRS zones and hopefully time it correctly. Right. I want to try and get him into turn 1. Let's see if we can get this spot on. Just set up the last corner, set up the exit. Oh my god, that was horrific. My rears are really starting to give up. We can't take a chance. We've got to burn everything. Just going to turn in early to stop Verstappen from going on the inside. Getting ahead of the apex and all that. And now, let's try and manage and control this last lap. Oh, that was a big mistake to make. Okay, Max will likely go through here. No, he doesn't. Okay. I guess we're going to have to use all the battery then to keep him behind. This was my original plan. I just wanted to have a bit more of a margin. Obviously hitting the wall there has really messed us up. Here we go. Now we're burning everything. Let's hope Verstappen doesn't have enough. He's not quite close enough. He goes to the outside. We just take an inside line. Still got a bit of juice left for the run to the line, hopefully. Come on. We've got it. Oh my god.
Come on! Now we can fight!
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
And that brings the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix to a close then, as we reflect on the team's impressive performance today.
Well, it's never easy and straightforward to put a race like this together today, but they did the best job out there. They used the information wisely and they stayed on the track. That was the most important thing.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
What a result. Now, this isn't our first win. We won already last season in our debut year in Formula 1 in 2023, but this already confirms the step forward, winning in the second race with Maserati. Things are looking good. The car feels good. Even in Bahrain, it felt good. We didn't even need the safety car. The safety car actually possibly hurt us in Bahrain, and we could have actually got second place in that race. Either way, brilliant result. The car is wonderful to drive. Almost got the fastest lap, missed out by a tenth and a half to Lando Norris, but what a performance. We beat Verstappen. Sainz the unlikely man on the podium from P9, beating Perez, Norris, Hamilton. Leclerc finished in P9. As for Jamie Chadwick, P16, not as bad as Bahrain. 2 DNFs, but definitely an improved performance from Jamie today. And that's what we want to try and see, hopefully some more progress. And yeah, hopefully another step forward to come in round 3. Now then, let's look at the standings, because we are 2 rounds in and we are taking the lead in the championship. Can you believe it? After 2 races already, we lead the way. 4 ahead of Norris, 7 ahead of Sainz, and then Verstappen in P4. Albeit, you know, this is a very good track for us. Australia should be a bit more of a reality check, and you know, so on and so forth. We go to the Miami, China, these sort of tracks where things are going to get a bit more difficult. So let's keep our feet on the ground and keep expectations low. Anyway, it's been an excellent start. We're joint second in the constructors with Red Bull. Ferrari lead the way. Top 4 teams covered by 9 points. It's going to be close, it's going to be explosive, and it's going to be a fun season. Anyway guys, like the video, subscribe. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes for that race win in this video already today. As always, check out all my sponsors down below guys, including SRC, which of course is the setup that I ran in this race. So go check it out for Jeddah. Also, again, shout out Race King, Slendis for the mods that I used in these videos. Anyway, a big shout out to the members, guys, for supporting all the content on the channel as always. As I mentioned down below, all my links to channel partners, sponsors, affiliates, and also check out the 2 videos on screen for more content like this, including round 1 if you did miss it. And I'll see you guys in round 3 in Australia. Until then, take care, and it's goodbye from me. Ciao.